MP, you're my favorite player, man. Oh.
Attention Dub Nation, we can't wait to see you at our next home game. Everyone in attendance will get a bobblehead of your Warriors mascot. A fun way to show off that Dub Nation spirit. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as throwing objects, attempting to enter the court, interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the Women's Usher and Security Court Service Number. And please be sure to attend Coat Bag Day. Attendees will receive a complimentary Warrior Coat Bag.
Oh, say does that.
Hi everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Dort and Grant. By now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A.
But it's
still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, we've got Butler. He's out there with Sarr. Smith out there with Dillingham. And it's Thunder in at the point. Pass to Samuels. Back to Martin. To the paint. Here's McCain over Dillingham. McCain's shot is off. For three, Smith. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Pass to Barlow. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. Sarr pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Dillingham. Takes a 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Pass to Samuels. Here's Barlow. We saw him with 19 his last time out. There's the triple. He drops it from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Thunder, the pass to Smith. Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Martin. Here's Dillingham. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Pass to McCain. Here's Samuels. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. To the wing on the left. Off target from outside.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first free throw is good.
Sarr, 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Warriors trail by 6. Martin up top. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Butler covering. Rebounded by Butler.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
The Warriors have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Pass to Martin. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's Thunder driving inside.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Golden State is gone. One of 4 from deep. Here's Samuels. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Sarr. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him.
And unfortunately, his defense has not been as impactful lately as it was earlier in the season, with his steal numbers on the decline over the past 5 games. Expect to see him redouble his efforts tonight and try to get back to picking pockets.
Here's Barlow. Still no points. Here's Samuels. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Thunder, the pass to Smith. The quick look, no good that time. Warriors trail by 10. Launches it. A nice shot by McCain.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Sarr. There's the 3. Barlow grabs a miss. Golden State has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Martin outside. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. McCain shot is off.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Dillingham with the bucket.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Martin outside. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing.
Oh, hey! How about that?
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pass to Samuels. Up and over Smith. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Here's Thunder. He's got 10. On the take. Smith left side. Here's Dillingham. The shake. And it's Martin with the rebound.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Pass to Samuels. Got a hand on it. They recover it. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes. Samuels got 7 points in the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Martin. Pass to Dillingham. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Nets lead by 8.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now here's Martin. Tight defense on him. McCain's shot is off. Brooklyn has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Sarr passes to Thunder. From deep. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Pass to Martin. And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Butler covering. Tries it from 19. Sarr pulls it in.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
To the left side wing. Pass to Samuels, looking to end the run. Brooklyn pulls it in. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Martin, right side. It's deflected.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, feeling confident. 18. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Nets pretty much in control here.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
We've got Dyson Daniels, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He had 25 points, and it's the most physical he's been on the glass this season. And he had an overall impressive game, chipping in multiple ways. He was Mr. Versatility. B.A.?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
They grab their own miss. Bledsoe finds Kessler. Here's Thunder. Kessler a screen. Here's Thunder. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Potter. Howard grabs the miss. Nets leading by 16. Pass to Thunder from the arc. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Daniels. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. Down low. Here's Gill. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Howard, the pass to Kessler.
Golden State foul.
Nance, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Out to the right wing. Pass to Kessler. Bledsoe outside. 5 to shoot. Fires top of the key. And it's Gromit missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's McCain. On the wing, Daniels. Now here's Nance. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Kessler. Thunder, the pass to Howard. Here he goes. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Barlow's checked in for the Warriors. Martin comes in for Potter. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Warriors trail by 19. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Daniels, that one's true.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Thunder. Pass to Gromit. Here's Thunder. Bledsoe outside. Shoots. Rebounded by Daniels.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should.
Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Martin with the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Thunder, the pass to Sarr. Barlow grabs the miss. Barlow's got his 6th rebound on the night. Martin outside. No good, a bit long that time. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Dillingham with the bucket.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
And the Warriors shooting a nice 50% for the game.
Well, that's his 2nd foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Kessler, he's checked in for Sarr.
Walker Kessler.
Here's Daniels. He has 7. Pass to Martin. Here's Daniels. To the left wing. Shoots it from the corner. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. 24 points for him.
He's been a marksman this period. Your shot mechanics finally in sync. Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Now here's Martin. He's covered closely. Out to the right wing. Barlow passes to Martin. From behind the arc. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Warriors ahead, up 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and now, not a bad time. That's it for us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so in the game for the Nets, Sarr out there with Butler, then it's Smith, then there's Dillingham, and it's Thunder in at the point guard. These are his first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw.
Number 47, taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Now here's Martin. He's closely guarded. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple. Brooklyn shooting it well. Almost 50% from the floor. To the middle. Pass to Thunder. Over to the left wing. He's still feeling it. Warriors with the rebound. Barlow's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's blocked by Butler. Here's Thunder. Oh, deflected. Here's McCain. Drills it from deep. McCain's got 14.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
4-3. And the Warriors with another 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Smith outside. Pass to Dillingham. Blocked! Now Martin. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to McCain. Fires from deep. Smith with the rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Uneasy, too, on the layup. 12 points for him.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Thunder. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Pass to Martin. Rebounded by the Nets. Sarr's got rebound number 8 now. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Nails it from 3. And now a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done. Picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
So the Nets making a switch here. Martin outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Pass to Gromit. Let's go with a 3. And McCain pulls it down. McCain's got 4 rebounds in the game. And now the Nets on the break. Jumps up. The shot by Thunder, no good. Warriors trail by 3. Back to Martin. Here's McCain. Will it go? That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
They set the pick. Here's Gromit. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And the basket is good. Sarr's got 6 points.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
.58 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Kessler on the double team. For 3. Rebounded by Butler.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Pass to Dillingham. Tries it from 16. And he nails the jumper. Dillingham's got 5 points now in the quarter. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I'd go for it.
Here's Daniels. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Off target from 3-point range. Nets leading by 7. Pass to Smith. Here's Thunder. There's a screen. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Sinks the tray. Dillingham's got 25 points.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
But we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Dyson Daniels, and it's Adams in at the 5, down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Clock at 4. Gill, no. Well, the Nets shooting around 53%, a nice number. Smith passes to Thunder. Here's Dillingham. Takes the 3. That one is off. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Potter. Pass to Gill. Here's Daniels. It's tipped. And he recovers it.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Thunder. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Pass to Daniels. Here's McCain. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The 3. Daniels, that one's true.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
And here's Adams. Back to Daniels. Pass to McCain. Now here's Adams. Here's Potter. From downtown. Brooklyn with the board. Sarr's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Potter. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
The 3 ball. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 27.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Dillingham with the bucket.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Here's Daniels. Out to the wing. Launches a 3. McCain's shot is off. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Here's Smith. And he drains the quick shot. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Gill. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far. Brooklyn leading by 9. Pass to Dillingham. Puts up a 3. Adams grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Daniels. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Gill. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. To the middle. Back to Smith. Pass to Butler. And here's Smith. Here's Dillingham. 11 feet out. Count it. Good. Dillingham's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Smith outside. Here's Dillingham. Here's Thunder. Sends it home from three-point land. Thunder's got 5 points now in the quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Smith passes to Butler. And here's Smith. Adams grabs the miss. Golden State has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Here's McCain. Pass to Gill. Here's McCain from deep. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Thunder. Oh, wow!
Incredible!
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 16. To halt the run. Fires in the triple. He's got 32 points.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Smith outside. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance.
3 points.
And the Nets lead by 16.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The 3. Dillingham with a rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Good on the second one. Warriors trail by 17. Here's Samuels. No good from outside. The Nets have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second team foul.
Well, when you list the best players in the NBA right now, Doris, most of the top guys are from outside the U.S.
BA, I don't know why that is. There's a lot of theories out there, one of which is the 1992, the initial Dream Team, so captivated the imagination of fans across the world. So I think that's part of it. We have to love that the game of basketball is so popular in countries outside of the United States, and we would be making a mistake if we did not give the league the credit it deserves for wanting to grow the game internationally. It has not been solely and exclusively focused here in the United States. They want everyone to love the game as much as we do.
Here's Dillingham. Lets it go from deep. Samuels pulls it in. Samuels got 5 rebounds tonight. Another steal. Up top, Smith. The 11-footer. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Warriors trail by 19. Pass to McCain. And there's the drive. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And for the Warriors, they're shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Martin.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pure from three-point range. Give him 35.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Dillingham. For 3. On target from range. Dillingham's got 33 points.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Fires for 3. Here's Martin. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Nets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Thunder.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Pass to Dillingham. To the left wing. For 3, Smith hits a 3-pointer. And the Nets lead by 19.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
It's blocked. Here's Thunder. Up and in on the layup. Thunder's got 34.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Yet another steal from him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, BA. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank
Way to bring the effort tonight. D about to tear the roof off.
To remind them to be vigilant and responsible.
Winning this tournament would have meant a lot.
To all of us.
I want to focus on my playmaking. It's always
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every
MP's about to tear it up.